Um, well, I think that we're seeing a broad shift in consumer behavior, and where people are increasingly rejecting traditional forms of ownership in favor of access. So there's been a lot of buzz around what's been called the sharing economy or collaborative consumption, where people are taking a look at their old consumption patterns and saying, like, this doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I think that the American model of car ownership is definitely one of these examples, where America has 260 million cars on the road, which is 1.2 cars for every licensed driver. It's incredibly wasteful. It's been car ownership is something that's part of the fabric of American society. I mean, I remember reading an article recently called "Rebel Without a Car," and it looked at James Dean and talked about what his character would have been without a car, and it was so central to who he was. And I think that is very much shifting. People are millennials now would rather have internet access than a car. I think that's a very telling stat. And so I think you just really have this broad shift in perception and consumer behavior. And you're seeing this in cars for sure. From World War II until 2006, there was a really steady increase in vehicle ownership, vehicle miles traveled, and around 2006, 2007, for the first time, that started coming down. So, number of teenagers who are getting their driver's license whenever they're available is declining. The number of cars on the road is declining. The number of vehicle miles traveled per car is declining. So you're just seeing a lot of shifts, and these shifts, I think you're seeing in lots of different areas, not just cars. So people are sharing, apartments, movies, Netflix, high-end bags and designer goods, and so I think that just in many cases, people are realizing that they want the benefits of the good of the service. They don't actually need to own it, and cars are a great example of that. So, I think that car sharing is really just one manifestation of collaborative consumption or the sharing economy. For many people, it can be sort of the gateway drug, or what brings them into the sharing economy. But it's something that is a phenomenon that's, if anything, it's accelerating and growing faster and faster every day, and it's very exciting to be a part of.
I guess, or a general feeling that we've been in this mode where advertising has been such a powerful role in our lives, and it's always keeping up with the Joneses and buying more stuff, and people are realizing that they have all this junk. I mean, there's that show now with the storage units where they auction off storage units because people have so much crap, they don't know where to put it. They buy bigger houses to jam all their stuff, and you realize you have all this stuff, you don't need it. What you want are more experiences, and that's part of what collaborative consumption often facilitates, is more of an experience than a just buying things kind of mentality.
I guess some my values and my politics, I consider myself environmentalist, and I'm trying to minimize my carbon footprint, or and definitely in a car that's the appropriate thing, or and I'm really into seeing less conspicuous consumption, which would be the opposite, it sounds potentially. And yeah, I'm getting excited hearing about all these sites to help you lend things to your neighbors or to other people, like NZipCar, City Car Share, and I guess there's new ones now where you can rent your car out to other people. And it's minimizing the number of people that need to own cars or lawnmowers or whatever it is, and increasing their use at the same time is really exciting to me.